Reading the Chofetz Chaim on proper speech, day 63, informing. The second category of constructive purpose is to help those who are being adversely affected by the subject's behavior. If one has personally witnessed a Jew causing monetary damage to another, to ensure that the victim will be compensated is a constructive purpose. It would therefore be permissible to relate what has transpired, after ascertaining that the facts are correct, and after having spoken with the perpetrator, one must determine what will result from relating the information and whether or not the halacha justifies affecting that result. In a civilized society, the straightforward way of dealing with crime is to inform the authorities. However, reporting one's fellow Jew to secular officials may result in his facing punishment undeserved according to the Torah. Imprisonment, for example, is not an acceptable means of punishment for monetary infractions by Torah standards. Providing information that might lead to a Jew's imprisonment could therefore constitute malshinus, the act of being an informer. Only if it is clear that an individual is dangerous and possesses a threat to others can he be spoken against for the sake of protecting others from harm. Such matters are extremely sensitive and complex and demand consultation with a competent halachic authority. Talking during the Torah reading. Unfortunately, idle conversations often begin with stories that are filled from beginning to end with lashon hara. When held in the synagogue, such conversations usually begin prior to Torah reading, but when the reading commences, the speaker continues his narrative so that he speaks lashon hara even as the words of the Holy Torah are being read. Often this person is among the distinguished members of the congregations whose seat is at the western wall, so that his sin is committed in full view of everybody. In this way, one is guilty of desecrating Hashem's name in public, meaning in the presence of 10 Jews, a most severe form of chilul Hashem. Note how many prohibitions this man has transgressed. 1. For the prohibition against speaking lashon hara, aside from numerous other commandments, both positive and negative. 2. The sin of you shall not desecrate my holy name, which, as mentioned above, was transgressed in public. 3. He has ignored the Torah reading, even if he has missed a single verse or a single word. His sin is enormous. For our sages consider it a serious sin even to leave the synagogue while the Torah reading is in progress. How much more so regarding one who is present in the Beis Knesset, the synagogue, whose craving for idle conversation and lashon hara causes him to ignore the word of the living God. Often, this occurs on Shabbos, when the sin is far greater than on a weekday. As is stated in many holy works, to all of the above is added the sin of engaging in idle conversation in the synagogue or the Beis Midrash, which is a great sin, as stated in Shulchan Aruch, and certainly when conversation is in the form of lashon hara. Thanks, and we'll continue tomorrow.